Connor Rogers here at the NFL Combine as we continue our interviews alongside Joshua Perry and Clemson quarterback Cade Klubnik. Man, we've been saying you've had a longer process because you started this at the Shrine Bowl. How's this been going for you?
Oh, it's been great. Truly just a dream come true. You know, just being able to be a part of this process and being invited to the NFL Combine is definitely a huge blessing. And, it's been really exciting and really fun. Yeah.
Well, I think one of the big benefits of being at the All-Star Games is you get feedback from the organization. So when you left there, what were some things that they told you that they liked and some things they wanted you to work on?
Yeah, I think there's a few things. I think some stuff that they definitely loved was just my ability to make plays.
Mm-hmm.
When the play breaks down, but also my ability to really put drives together and be big in big-time games. But I think some things that I want to continue to work on is just dialing in my footwork. Especially just at the next level as that does change. So dialing it in, from under center stuff and just really being efficient at any point to be able to throw the football.
We're kind of in a weird era of college football, especially for quarterbacks, where so many guys are bouncing around looking for a place to play and looking for the right fit. You got to be at one place and play a lot of football.
Yeah.
How important is that for that position to get all of those reps over the course of different seasons?
I think it's really important. I think it's really important for me, especially to be a part of an actual program. It's not about me. It's about the team and it's about everybody around me. And that's what I lean on. I lean on the guys that I'm around every single day. And that's what pushed me to be better every single day. There's times where days were hard and days were long. But, man, I get to look around the room, and I was around guys for 3 or 4 years, and I get to go lean on those people. And I definitely had opportunities to leave, but I wanted to stick there because I knew that was the place God had me. So to be able to be a part of a program like that that I'm forever tied to is awesome.
I think that perspective is huge, and I think through that you also experienced all the highs and all the lows. I mean, you made it to college football playoff, and then you had a year last year with high expectations that fell short. What did you learn from those experiences?
Learned a ton.
Yeah,
I learned a ton, man. My college journey was unbelievable, and I'm so thankful for it. I'm thankful for the highs and the lows. To be able to go to Austin, Texas, and play Texas in the city that I grew up in, and probably play one of the best games of my career. 2 ACC championships, and then have a year like last year where our expectations were so high, and the expectations we had for ourselves were higher than anybody else's.
Oh yeah.
And to maybe not live up to those quite because of a lot of little things that maybe would have went wrong, and a lot of injuries that we had along the way. But, man, I'm so thankful for this past year because I learned how to truly attack adversity head on and how to truly face it and own it and kind of punch it in the face and finish with 4 straight wins at the end of the year and beating Carolina at the end of the year. I feel like I've really learned a lot from this past year and really thankful for it.
The adversity, it's something that it's going to happen to everybody in the NFL.
Yeah, it does.
So that's why it sounds crazy, but I know scouts that are like, I love it for guys in college because I know how they are going to respond. I don't want to learn on the fly in the NFL.
It's hard to work when things aren't going well and you're used to them going well.
All
right?
the time.
You figure out the guys that want to work, right?
Right.
Like this one, yeah.
Yeah, so when teams talk to you, is that something they kind of tap into? Because, it sounds crazy, but sometimes they really like that because they learn more about you.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's something that I'm really proud of in the way that I did respond. With a grade 3 high ankle sprain, major quad contusion on the other leg, I'm taking the elevator up to meetings every day because I can't walk up the stairs for a month. Being able to do that and persevere and really play my best ball even through that, and I'm just shooting it up on Saturdays. And we're 1-3, 3-5 with all of our aspirations out the window. That's what I'm really proud of.
Yeah.
I feel more prepared than I would have been if we were 15-0. So.
You mentioned your playmaking, and we've seen it, right? Your ability to get yards through the run game, your ability to extend plays. How are you communicating that to NFL teams? How your style of play?
I think just telling them.
Yeah.
I think telling them, and I think hopefully they've seen it too. Just seen my accuracy and my ability to make plays with my legs when I need to. Maybe not quite as much this past year just because of the injuries I was dealing with, but just throughout my career. But my ability to just bring a team together and persevere through anything. That's something that I'm really proud of. And being able to make plays with my legs, make plays with my arm, I think I've never really called myself a dual threat because I think if I'm getting outside the pocket, I'm looking to throw first.
For sure.
But, yeah, and then I feel like my accuracy is something that I definitely lean on.
Something that Joshua and I have loved asking guys this week is, what was your preparation like the day after a game throughout the week? Because everyone's story's different, right?
Yeah. How much time you got?
The corners, we're chilling.
We'd love to hear.
Yeah, the corners are like, I need 100 cut-ups of this.
Yeah.
And the wide receivers are like, well, I need to look at what technique this corner's playing. But the quarterback, man, it feels like you're in an era where you basically prepare like a professional quarterback when you're already in college.
Yeah, I feel like I really dialed it in, my routine, from a Sunday morning at 8 a.m. to a Saturday night. By the end of my junior year, I feel like I really dialed that in. And by the end of my junior year, I got out the sheets, and I pretty much made my schedule in a 30-minute blocks for the whole week. And I really dialed that in my senior year and lived by that. And it's, Sunday, go to church, go to lunch, come back. I'm getting meeting with the doctors, treatment for about 3 hours, and then I'm going back to watch the game that night. Get treatment from 1 to 4, and then from 4 to 5:30, I'm rewatching the game. 5:30 to 8, I'm now going to meet with Coach Riley and Taj Boyd. I'm going to ask them, hey, give me a little sneak peek. What are the top things about the team that we're about to play? So once I kind of watch the first game, I'm kind of flushing it, right? I'm moving on to the next. So go get a sneak peek. Hey, maybe what are the top 2 or 3 games that I should watch for that team? And then that night till about 7 or 8, I'm going to watch the last 2 or 3 games from that team that we're about to play, just to kind of get a feel for it. So Sunday I'm normally there from about 1 to 8. And then Monday morning we have a lift, maybe class, not as much as past year. And then Monday, I start formation cut-ups, big play cut-ups, and top blitzes. That normally takes about 3 to 4 hours. Getting a feel for really who they are formationally, scheme coverage. I want to know who their top guys are in the blitz. And then big shots. Where are their weaknesses? What are they, weak to, and kind of losing the word, but
vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable to, exactly. That's where I was looking for. What are they vulnerable to? How can I really attack them and be able to pick them apart? And that's something that that me and Coach Riley and Tosh would definitely look at. And what are things that we can really take advantage of from their defense? And yeah, so I'd spend that probably 2 or 3 hours in the day doing treatment as well. We'd go to, and then I'd sit in the offensive install meetings with the staff, and then we have team meeting, player meeting, so just coach and us practice, and then I'd go back after practice on a Monday and go back and watch practice with the coaches, and really sit and watch, because whenever they make changes and stuff, I don't really just want to show up to the players meeting and they'd be like, all right, we're going to do this. I want to know why.
Sure.
Why are we changing that? Hey, he's going to stutter at the top here, and maybe instead of flatten it off right away, or maybe we want to go to the 3 tech right here, whatever it is. I want to know the reason why behind that, and that was really something I started doing in my last 2 years. I could go through Tuesday through Friday as well, but that's kind of a sneak peek to my Sunday, Monday, to what that really looks like, and that's obviously going to change to the next level as well, and I'll have to learn from that and learn from some mentors to try to figure out the best way to build that routine again, and kind of have to break it down and put it back together, but it's exciting.
No, that's phenomenal. Last one from me, but Clemson's a place that's had a lot of pros and a lot of great pros. Are there any guys that you've reached out to through this process for advice?
Yeah, I think I've gotten to know Deshaun and Trevor over the years, and they're both incredible people and incredible players as well. I'd say one of the people that I've leaned on most over kind of my time in college, and also just even starting this journey over the last few months, has been Nick Foles. He went to my high school, and we're actually living 15 minutes from each other out in California. So being able to just kind of lean on him and ask him these questions. I remember the first week I was out here, me and one of the guys we're training with, we got lunch with him for an hour and a half, and just being able to lean on him and just kind of ask him questions, and it's been great, and I know that I can really reach out at any point.
The last thing, and I don't know when you'd carve out even 30 minutes for this, what do you do away from football?
End the season, not a whole lot. Maybe sneak a movie in on a Sunday night or a Thursday night when we finish early. In the off seasons, love to get on the links and play some golf. Get on the water. Love being on the water, on the boat, wake surfing, fishing, whatever it is. Yeah.
Awesome. Cade Klubnik, man. It's been great talking to you. We really appreciate the time, and we can't wait to see where you end up with the NFL.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys having me.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.